The United States misunderstands Iran, not just its culture, but its people. And let me be clear, this war should never have been started. It was a mistake from the beginning. We look through American eyes and assume everyone else thinks like us. But Iran's society is shaped by religion, patriarchy, tradition, and survival. Ignore that, and you miscalculate. And miscalculations in war are fatal. I've lived abroad for years, and one thing you learn quickly is that societies don't see the world the same way as Americans do. Their values, their traditions, their history, it all shapes how they respond to conflict. And that's what I want to talk about today. Iran is more patriarchal, more religious, more traditional than what most Americans are used to. Family structures are very different. Community ties are stronger. Religion isn't a weekend ritual, it's daily life, politics, identity. And here's the thing, that doesn't make them weaker, it makes them more unified. When their land is attacked, those values become fuel for resistance. You can't measure that in troop numbers or weapons. It's a kind of strength outsiders often miss. If you don't understand how much religion, tradition, and national pride matter in Iran, you will underestimate how far people will go to defend their country. 40 years ago, Iran's society looked very different. Technology came later. Modernization came differently. Americans look at that and say they're behind, but that's the wrong lens. The consumer lens, where everything is measured by what's visible. Iran adapted in its own way. They built resistance in ways we don't always recognize. Different doesn't mean weaker. It means they developed their own path. That path has prepared them to resist foreign pressure and resist globalization. Think about September 11th. Americans were divided on politics, but when we were attacked, we came together. We felt fear, anger, unity. We rallied behind the flag, even if we didn't agree with the government. Iran is no different. Even if people disagree with their leaders, an invasion unites them. That's what happens when a country is attacked. Division fades and people fight for their land, their families, their future. That's why wars often backfire. Instead of weakening a nation, they strengthen it. They create unity where there was division. And that unity is one of the most powerful forces in war. Which is why starting this war was reckless. America and Israel thought that they could scare Iran into submission, but they won't. For Iranians, sacrificing for country is a duty, and Western cultures misunderstand how deep that runs. This isn't just theory. In Iraq, Afghanistan, Vietnam, America shouldn't have gone to war in the first place. Military powers didn't solve anything because the wars themselves were a mistake. And now with Iran, we're repeating history. If ground troops went in, they wouldn't just face mountains and desert. They'd face a society ready to fight for its country, its culture, its future. Wars aren't fought against statistics. They're fought against people who believe they are defending their way of life. And when you underestimate that, you lose, no matter how strong your military looks on paper. So when you hear talk of the war with Iran, remember, it's not just about weapons or maps. It's about people. And it's about the fact that this war should never have been started. America and Israel chose conflict, and that choice was a mistake. The human toll is proof. Lives lost on both sides. Families broken, futures destroyed. That's why I speak out, because silence only helps repeat the same fatal errors. I'll be here every week speaking out with firmness and clarity against the war in Iran. Share your thoughts in the comments. How do you see America's role in these conflicts? And if you haven't already, please subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. Thank you very much.